Welcome guys back to another lecture in our color section. In this one we're going to be looking at the color black. So as you can see, there are no variations of black. So black is black. So we're just going to be talking about the color, what it represents, and how it affects us. So black is basically all colors, totally absorbed. So if you were to add every single color together, you would get black. And it's the absence of light. So basically, just like white has wavelengths, black has no wavelengths reflecting from it. And it gives the impression that there are things bigger, heavier than they seem. So let's say you had two objects and same size, same dimensions, everything. One was black and one was green. More often than not, people will assume that the black one is actually heavier. And if you don't believe me, Google this. Some of the positive effects of black would be protection, strong color, very contained, sophisticated, seductive, and mysterious. The negative connotation of using black could also be depression, very secretive, someone who's very power and controlling. Could also represent sadness and a very conservative nature. So what does it represent? So one of them is mystery. Now I'm going to go to a bit more. See, black is the color of the unknown. And it is the secretive in hiding its true identity. There are a lot of things out there, such as the black hole, where, no one really knows what it is, right? It's unknown. People think it's a vortex, something that pulls in. But really, no one knows until, someone actually goes and finds out. Even if they do find out what's going to happen. So we don't really know what its true identity really is. We just know it's there, and it's very mysterious. It also represents power and control. Now, control over oneself and others, and it creates fear through intimidation. See, the use of black in certain aspects has a very daunting feel or presence on others, and this is a great color to showcase, individuals who have a lot of, higher standing than others. Black is a great way to represent that. Sophistication. Now, black is used in all manners of formal gatherings to showcase one's intellect. So obviously, let's say a black tie party, or people go to weddings wearing black suits. This is a color that basically shows the intellectual level of the individual, and it correlates to sophistication because it's so dark and so plain, but the opposite of plain, right? So it's empty. Black really has a great way of showcasing that. Aloof. It keeps a distance from others because it has a very intense energy. Black is so out there that it's so easily recognizable, just like red is. How red is, extremely noticeable in any situation, so is black, especially surrounding by different elements or very light colors. Black has a very intense way of pulling the eye to the user. If you have, let's say, a black picture on a white wall, that is the first thing anyone's going to notice. It won't even be the green picture to the left of it or the blue picture to the bottom of it. If you have a black picture on a white wall, that is pretty much the first thing that'll be noticed because the contrast is so high in its view. That's why it's, it keeps its distance from others, and its energy being so strong that it automatically makes us feel its presence. Depression. And we can understand why black is associated with depression. Because black muddles our positive approach, and it forces the thoughts of past and disappointments and creates fear of the future. Too much black actually has been led to make people believe that they're, very sad or very depressing about themselves. Emo, for example, use all black because they're emotionally distraught individuals, or that's at least from my understanding of what they are. And they're very in tune with their emotions of sadness and unjoyfulness. So they use black as a way to represent or flagship color. It's also pessimistic as well. See, too much can encourage us to look at all the negative sides of life. So individuals that actually wear black a lot as well, maybe past into the more mature or adult life, they will have a very negative approach to seeing things in life. They will not view things as a glass half full, but more as a glass half empty. So they're very, empathetic. They don't have empathy. And that's it, guys, for this little quick breakdown of the color black and its psychological effects on us. And I'll see you guys in the next lecture.